Brothers and sisters, we have a plan. This is Backwards James. And how's it going, guys? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Excellent. So I got a couple of drawings here, guys. The Lord hit me with a revelation, and I am ecstatic about this revelation. So you may recognize the wheel within the wheel. If not, just Google Ezekiel 1 from Google Images, and you'll see this is the best that I could do in the time that I was given, okay? But that's the wheel within the wheel, all right? And then above that, we've got the four living creatures, all right? And the Lord has given me an awesome revelation. I titled the video, The Two Witnesses versus the 666 Transhumans, okay, because that's exactly what we're talking about, guys. It's a mighty revelation, okay? Ezekiel and Revelation, but also check out Daniel 7, and read about the beasts that rise up out of the earth. Also Revelation chapter 13, when we discuss the wild beast. Okay, so getting right to it. I want to give a shout out to one of my fellow YouTubers. I believe is the name of his channel is Revelation, or The Revelation, something like that. My brother from the channel, he encouraged me to read Ezekiel 2 and 3. I took a look at Ezekiel chapter 1 just to start the devotional, and boom, the Lord hit me with a revelation about the vision. Guys, I'm telling you, I've been a Bible reader my entire life, okay? And never have I understood the visions like I have now. The Lord is upon me in Holy Spirit, and I'm so grateful, and this is an awesome time to come to life to be alive, to come to life. It's an awesome time to be alive because these things are in play, right now. So happy is the one that reads aloud in the scroll, as the Apostle John said. But let's get right to it. So, of course, you've got the eagle, the lion, the ox, and the man. Okay, those are the four living creatures. Now, if you read Ezekiel 1, okay, you can't really understand. Well, take also a look at Revelation chapter 4 and know that the two visions are but one. Same deal. Look at Daniel, I believe 7. Maybe it's 7. I think it's Daniel 7, when it talks about the four beasts. Okay, and then compare that to Revelation 13 once again. So those two beasts are going to come, or excuse me, I shouldn't call them beasts. They are going to fight. So the wild beast of 666 is going to fight against the four living creatures that are one with the wheels. Now, guys, it was a mighty revelation, but look at how the wheels have eyes all around. Look at how the spirit of the wheels is in the spirit of the four living creatures. And everywhere the four living creatures go, the wheels go. Now, it's also said that they went straight forward as they went. This is also code, my brethren. Recall that when Joshua and the tribes, they marched around Jericho for 7 days, when the walls fell down, each one went straight forward. Okay? If you looked at my video about the four extremities of the earth, which, did I make a video all of a sudden? I guess not. So anyways, it was a video about the cross. The Christ started out in Israel and ended up in every nation, tongue, and people. At the end of times, the Lord is going to raise up a signal to all those that are his at all the extremities of the earth, and all of the sons and daughters of God will reclaim their territory in Israel. Because the Jews are comprised of the Jews, the tribe of Judah, and I believe the tribe of Benjamin. Okay, so there's only two brothers in Jerusalem right now. Now, of course, God did not give Israel, the land of Israel, the promised land. He did not give that promised land to 2 sons only. No, he gave them to 10 sons. The 10 sons were deported to Babylon, or excuse me, Assyria, They were deported to Assyria, not really deported, they were conquered by the Assyrians. And they lost their namesake, they lost their nationality, they lost their genealogy. So the 10 lost tribes, these are the 10 nations, my brothers and sisters. Every tribe, nation, and tongue and people. So with that being said, from those extremities, the Lord is going to do a mighty work within the two witnesses. Now, the wheel within the wheel, okay, that's the two witnesses, guys. I know I say everything is the two witnesses, but the revelation of the Lord is mighty. So the two witnesses here, you see the eyes all around, they're golden because of the vision, okay? The two witnesses will receive a crown of glory at Revelation chapter 6, between 6 and 7. They receive their seal, that's none other than a crown, okay? So look at the wheel within the wheel, look at the two witnesses. Now, if you read Ezekiel chapter 1, understand what the two witnesses are going to look like. And when I say two witnesses, guys, I mean the 144,000, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into the ins and outs about how the two witnesses is the 144,000. We're not going to really debate that on this video. I mean, we can. I mean, I look forward to comments and what have you. But I want to focus on the fact that the two witnesses is the 144,000. And we can get into the particulars later. But just know the two witnesses is the 144,000. The reason why there are eyes all around, okay, this is the same vision that you read in Revelation. Now, in Revelation, there's a throne, okay, and there's one that's in the midst of the throne. The Lamb is also in the midst of the throne. Revelation 4 and 5, you'll read about the Lamb and the one on the throne, okay. And then the throne is surrounded by these four living creatures, and that was like an eagle, a lion, a bull, and a man, okay? And then surrounding the 24 elders, then surrounding the four living creatures, you got the 24 elders, and then surrounding the 24 elders, you have the host of heaven, okay? So the two visions are but one. Just compare the two, okay? Now, I want to ask you, why is it when the four living creatures go, the wheels also go, okay? And when the four living creatures are lifted up, the wheels are lifted up. All right? Because, my brethren, this is an awesome revelation. I want to add Revelation chapter 9 right here, okay? Because when you look at the locusts that come out of the abyss, okay? Now just go there with me. Those locusts, as well as that's I believe the fifth trumpet. At the sixth trumpet, there are horses, okay, and they have angels riding their backs, but the locusts have wings. So those locusts, those are again the two witnesses, okay. This is God's army, God's military force. It's freaking awesome, okay. They're gonna have eagle's wings, okay. They're gonna look like a man, but they're going to have the power of a bull, and they're out of their mouths are going to roar like a lion, and even fire comes out of their mouths, okay? And it's going to be a fearsome thing. Read Joel chapter 2. I know I'm sending you all over the scriptures, but that's the way the Lord witnesses to us. It's a puzzle. The Bible is a puzzle. You can't just pick and choose what you're going to read out of the Bible. That would be just like picking and choosing which puzzle pieces you're going to focus on. Of course, you'll never get the big picture unless you put all the puzzle pieces together, okay? So you have to jump around. You have to go to Ezekiel. You got to go to Daniel. You got to go to Joel. You got to go to Revelation, okay, to understand the big picture, okay? But the army of God, okay, this is the army of God. There are wheels because wheels touch the ground. All right, the spirit of the four living creatures is in the wheels. The spirit of the four living creatures is in the two witnesses, okay? And it says they went straight forward wherever they went. Whenever they would go, these would go, okay? So think about it like this. They are divisions, okay? If you divide 144,000 into these divisions, Just remember the 4 living creatures are surrounded by the 24 elders. So that's 6,000 per group, okay? So the lion is in charge of 6,000, okay? The eagle is in charge of 6,000. Or not 6,000. What's 144,000 divided by 4? Okay, well, I say that the lion, okay, so who controls the 4 living creatures? It's God and the Lamb, okay, in the midst of the throne. They have authority over the 4 living creatures. In turn, the 4 living creatures have authority over the 24 elders, okay? So it's 6 elders per living creature, okay? And then, in turn, 6,000 in each group, under each. So 24 elders, 6,000 witnesses per elder, okay? So my math is off with 12 times 12,000. And then let's make it a 3. Sorry, guys. I guess 24,000. So 4 times 24,000 is 144,000. Right? Boy, I'm messed up here. Anyways, I math has gotten me messed up. So anyways, just know that the 4 living creatures have direct authority over the 2 witnesses, the wheel within the wheel. Now remember, it says the height of the wheels were terrible. Okay. This is the unveiling of the army of God. When people see this, it is going to be quite alarming. And every nation, tongue, and people, they will hate the 2 witnesses because they are, again, they're going to look like a man. They're going to have eagle's wings. They're going to have the strength and power of a bull. And they're going to be having a mouth of a lion. Now, there's many other understandings. I don't want to touch on all of them at once. Let's get to the verses. Okay, so look at the wild beast that rises out of the abyss, Revelation chapter 13. That consists of a lion, okay? Let's say the wild beast that rises out of the abyss, it's like a leopard, okay? And it has feet like a bear, all right? It has a mouth like a lion, and the dragon gives to its power. Okay, so compare Revelation 13 to Daniel 7, all right? So this is going to be the devil's response to the army of God, 144,000. But the thing about the 666, you may have seen the video about the 666 being your money. Well, it's much more than that, okay? It's a status symbol. It's going to be like the next new iPhone. I'm saying the transhumanism, okay? There are a lot of theories out there on the internet about transhumanists that only the higher ups are going to get this technology. That could not be further from the truth, my brothers and sisters. So be on guard, because you are going to be enticed by Satan regarding these things. Everyone who's left behind. Okay, so imagine a chip that you can implant under your body, and it will connect you to the internet. It'll give you power over electronics. It will connect you to the hive mind, okay? The singularity is what I'm referring to, and we are on the cusp of this happening now. Don't imagine that only the higher-ups are going to get this technology. It is my belief that the higher-ups are already dabbling in these things, but it hasn't taken off yet. So what has Satan done? Okay, because the 2 witnesses will have the power of a bull. Also, look at the wild beast. It has feet like a bear. Now, who wins in a fight? If you had a bear versus a bull, the bull will win, okay? Okay, so it's got a mouth like a lion. This means that those who have married Satan, those who have taken the mark, they will have open mouths, okay? They are going to, what does it say about Satan? He seeks to devour those that he may. He's seeking like a lion to devour who he may, okay? So not only will they take the mark, they will also encourage others to take the mark, and they are going to be the devil's mouthpiece, and you know the devil is a liar. He can't do anything else but lie. The converse of that would be the truth of God. Those lions, those 2 witnesses that have mouths like lions, they will breathe fire. The reason why the 2 witnesses breathe fire is because they speak God's truth, which means the same thing when Christ told the fig tree to drop dead, and it did. when he told the storm to hush, and it did. Everything that he said out of his mouth, it came true. Okay, when God comes down into the two witnesses and anoints them and gives them authority over the earth, they will have mouths like lions. So to combat that, the wild beast also has a mouth like a lion. Okay, but it's not just going to be the president. Okay, it's going to be everybody that takes the mark. They are the army of Satan. Okay, so 144,000 against the world. Okay, so then look, it's like a leopard. The wild beast is like a leopard, so that means it's real fast, right? It's got a body like a leopard. Again, look at the body of the two witnesses. It's like a man. It doesn't say the two witnesses are like a leopard. Why is the wild beast like a leopard? Because you will become an animal. I mean, you're going to lose your free will. You're going to lose your humanity if you take the mark of the wild beast. It's no joke. And now my lights are off because I'm long-winded, so let me turn this light back on. Turn on, please. Walk around. Unbelievable. Don't they know I'm making a video? Okay. So the wild beast that rises out of the abyss is like a leopard. It's got feet like a lamb. It's got a mouth like a lion. And the dragon gave to its power. So what does the dragon do for the wild beast? Well, the dragon has wings, right? But this dragon doesn't breathe fire. This dragon, it breathes water. You see? You see, the dragon does the opposite of what the two witnesses will do. The two witnesses breathe fire out of the lion's mouth. Okay, and just review Revelation chapter 9. All right, if you want to know about the fire coming out of the two witnesses. Okay, it's out there. I should have had two pads. Maybe I'll draw another one. I don't know. Okay, but the 144,000 will either convert or kill. Okay, so you will have those that are chosen to be the 144,000. Okay, and then in order to conquer them and kill them after their 1260-day ministry, the wild beast that rises out of the sea will eventually overwhelm them, conquer them, and kill them. We know the narrative. But the ones that are undecided, okay, the great crowd that has to choose between God and Satan, this is going to be the choice. You will either choose the two witnesses, which it says when you saw them, it was terrible, okay? The power of God is terrible. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, okay? Because I guarantee you, when you see the wild beasts, those that have taken the mark, it'll be scary times, but it's going to have all kinds of ribbons and bows and cherries on top. Satan is going to sell it. So you won't be afraid of what Satan is selling, even though it means your everlasting doom if you take the mark. It's going to be all nice and cheery. The humane thing, it's going to be the biggest line of bull you've ever been fed. But the two witnesses, they will have no wires attached, okay? They will not be connected to the internet. They will be completely authentic. The God's power will be real upon them. And when you see them, it's going to be, frightening. It says, when John saw the Lord in Revelation 1, he fell as dead at his feet. This will be the reaction to the two witnesses. Okay, so we discussed a lot today. These are all signs and symbols, and this is the gift that the Lord has given me in Revelation. The Holy Spirit, it makes me understand these signs and symbols in a way like never before. But I am thankful to the Spirit of the Lord. I'm thankful for my brothers and sisters who have contacted me. You're stirring up my gifts, and I hope that I'm doing the same. I didn't really cover everything I wanted to, but my lunch is almost over, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. But take a look at this, guys, because it's going to be awesome. Of course, we know that the two witnesses are conquered and killed, okay, by the wild beast that rises out of the sea. Okay, spearheaded by President Obama, but that's not the end of the story. After that, the great crowd goes into play, and they're going to have to do a lot of soul searching. It's either take the mark or die. So there's going to be a whole city of martyrs when everything is said and done. But of course, we know Revelation 14, at the end of the 7 years, Christ will return with his heavenly host, and there's a happy ending for those that love God. So anyways, guys, I love you very much. Have a great Sabbath if we don't talk again before then.